Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
A very happy Father's Day to all of you from those of us here at Inside the Show. I'm sure we can expect to see a good amount of baby blue out on the fields today in tribute of all the great dads in our lives. Before the action gets underway on this Sunday, here's what happened around the league on Saturday. Starting out in the NL West, Joel Morgan started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. The San Diego Padres were in Flushing, New York to take on the Mets, and the Padres came away with the win in extra innings. The score was 6-5. The Colorado Rockies battled the Giants at AT&T Park, and the Giants came away with the win. The final was 6-3. Brandon Belt was phenomenal at the plate, picking up 2 round trippers. The Angels at Turner Field, and the Halos were victorious. The score was 4-1. Chris Iannetta turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. C.J. Wilson held the opposition in check, allowing only 1 earned run over 8 strong innings and earning the win. The Pirates did battle against the Fish in Miami, and it was the Pirates who came away victorious. The score was 6-5. The Cubs were at Citizens Bank Park to do battle with the Phils, and it was the Phils who grabbed the victory. The final was 3-0. Cliff Lee earned a well-deserved win on the bump as he tossed a complete game shutout effort. The Reds paid visit to the Brew Crew at Miller Park in Milwaukee, and it was the Brewers who grabbed the win. The score was 4-1. Marco Estrada started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. The Washington Nationals paid visit to the Midwest to take on the Cardinals at Busch Stadium, and St. Louis was victorious in this one. The final was 9-5. The Indians were in Boston to match up against the Bo Sox, and it was the Tribe who came away victorious. The score was 5-1. Michael Bourne was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. The Blue Jays were in Charm City to match up against the Orioles, and it was the O's who came away victorious. The final score was 3-2. T.J. Lopez was victorious on the mound, turning in an impressive 13 strikeout performance. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. The Kansas City Royals paid visit to the Chi Sox on the south side. The Royals came away with the win, the final 5-3. Alex Gordon was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game. The Minnesota Twins paid visit to the Tigers in the Motor City. The Twins came away with the win. The final was 7-4. Basil Cuellar showed off his power, blasting 2 home runs and picking up 3 RBIs in the process. Phil Hughes started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. The Yankees were at O.Co Coliseum to take on the A's, and it was the Athletics who came out on top, 10-5. Sonny Gray started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. The Texas Rangers were in Seattle to take on the Mariners, and it was the Rangers who came away victorious, the final 5-3. Sin-Shu Chu collected 4 hits and led the charge offensively for the winning side. The Rays visited the Astros in Houston, Texas. The Rays came away with the win, the final 6-4. Will Myers was a fantasy owner's dream at the plate with 3 hits and 4 RBIs. So that's all we've got for our Father's Day edition. Hopefully you're headed to the ballpark with Dad, or at least going out to have a catch with the old man. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
La música de Harry Frost.
Blue skies out today over downtown Los Angeles. It's the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. Next on the show. With the picturesque San Gabriel Mountains in the background, a look at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. One for the dads here as we get you set for this Father's Day matchup between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the West-leading Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here for this National League matchup out west. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, you see there, the home fans have got the brooms out for this one. The guys have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game series, and the way they're playing, they've got to be the favorites in this one, too.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks, as manager Kirk Gibson sets his 1 through 9 up this way. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Gerardo Parra will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Off the afternoon for Arizona, right fielder Gerardo Parra.
And a bouncing ball, foul.
First pitch.
Now here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Oh, and the changeup is taken for a called 3rd strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
Martin Prado now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Eric, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field here this afternoon. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
And now a pitch on the way. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Waiting on it is Ethier, and Andre puts it away for out number 2. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And the pitch. On the slider right there for a called strike, and he's in a real deficit now, down 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
1-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. Fouled back. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hits softly to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. And the left-handed hitting Carl Crawford will stand in to start the home half of inning number 1. And maybe an excuse me swing there, as this is tapped in front of the mound and taken in out there for the first out.
Boy, I think they'll take this kind of play all day long. You get a guy to chase out of the strike zone, and on the very first pitch, no less. And that's an easy out, number 1.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 from Hudson. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. EK, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors, as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And you know, The little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one.
Quite a matchup here. You've got one of the front runners for the Cy Young matching up against one of the front runners for the MVP.
The 1-0 pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We played an inning. No score. Here's the first offering.
Left fielder.
Mark Trumbo is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And you see it there on your screen. Strikeout number 100 for him on the year, and that ain't bad. Aaron Hill will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Chopper foul. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. There to take it is Ramirez on the first, and Hill is a ground out victim. 2 away now. A.J. Pollock will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Number 93 will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Number 93.
First pitch on the way. Out of play. The pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And you'd think for as hot as this guy's been over the last few games, they might be treading carefully. They're coming right after him, and now they've got him in an 0-2 hole.
And that is through into left, and an 0-2 mistake here results in a leadoff single.
This is a little bit of a surprise in pitch selection here. I mean, the guy was just way late on the fastball the pitch before. Why throw something soft in the strike zone and speed up his bat? That's only doing the guy a favor.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And in a scoreless ball game, a lot of times it's a manufactured run that gets your guys on the board first. And they'll have an opportunity to do so now as he's in scoring position on the stolen base.
Check back by Hudson. Now the pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Here's the 1-1. And this may get the runner to third as it's on the ground towards second base. On the first with it is Hill, 1 away.
And you know what? It's never too early in a ball game to play smart, fundamental baseball. You've got the leadoff man at second, so he's just shooting for the right side of the infield. And he's able to move him up 90 feet to third with just 1 away.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in, and as you can see, it's another early RBI opportunity for the National League leader in that category. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
That's all you got to do there. Put the ball on the ground. Use the big part of the field, and that's going to get that first run home from third base.
A.J. Ellis will dig in now. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. Now here's the first pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And a good swing there on 1-0, but this is in the air out to right field. Parra is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Cliff Pennington will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And that misses 1-1.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Got him. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Tuffy Gozowicz is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Lays off 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now. And that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Swing and a liner. But this is going to get foul. The 2-2 one more time. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. And this is taken in by Crawford now for out number 2.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 41,
Daniel Hudson will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back. Leave it to the pitcher to finally get him a base runner. He was 8 up, 8 down before he stepped in, and he's saying, what's so hard about this?
In is Gerardo Parra. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
He's set, now the pitch. And a foul tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona. They're down 1-0. Justin Turner will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. First pitch coming. Now a fastball, and he knocks this one into right center field. That's going to be a base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Clayton Kershaw will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. Now here's the first pitch. He's running towards second, and this is hit well towards the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
And ideally on this play, I'd like to think you could make it up to third, but no sense risking it if you're not sure. So even though he was in motion on the pitch, he's going to wind up holding on at second base. Hey, better to be safe than sorry.
Here's Carl Crawford now. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Pollard has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he is in there.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Andre Ethier will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Now Hudson throws over. Runner back safely. Runners are at first and third, one away. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. To the bag with it is Goldschmidt to record the out.
Well, he's going to wind up scoring the run, and this will be a fielder's choice and an RBI, but somebody had a miss sign somewhere because he never should have been swinging the bat with a runner charging down that third baseline.
A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Number 93 will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now a move over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's ready now, the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, he's about 6'3" over there at first base, but I think he would have needed to be about 7'3" to grab that one. That thing was way over his head.
So here's Matt Kemp now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
And this is a spot where you got a chance to put away a team early. So this becomes a very important at-bat for both teams.
The 1-0. Comes back with a bullet of a fastball. That's in there, 1-1. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. Here's the pitch.
Third baseman.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
Right center field. This is a fastball, and he just slashes this thing the other way into the gap. No real chance for the outfielders to cut that one off, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
From the stretch, And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit well out toward left field. Ethier has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
A fly ball to left's not going to do you any good in this situation. Look, you got a guy on second and nobody out. If you take this to right field and advance a runner, then at least you made a productive out. Instead, this is just a waste.
Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Aaron Hill is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Now here's his swing and a high pop-up. Really got under this one. Out near the bag at second. Turner is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Hanley Ramirez will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. And here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
On the ground to third. Prado's throw to first gets him 1 away. A.J. Ellis will try it again. He flew out his first time. First pitch coming. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. 1-1 on the way. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Throw on to first, and no problems here for Hudson. That's the 2nd out. Justin Turner will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. First pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0. The next pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. A.J. Pollock will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Center fielder, number 11.
Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Now the pitch. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Cliff Pennington will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. Now here's the pitch. That missed close. It's ball 2.
And I think with no one on base, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 2-2 one more time. On the ground down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Tough to know.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line. But a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's another 1-2. And he struck him out. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail it here 3-0. Clayton Kershaw will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And now the first pitch of the inning is sent in the air out to straightaway center. Pollard is there, and it takes just 1 pitch to retire the leadoff man in the home half of the 5th. Carl Crawford will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's a ball chopped toward the second baseman. Knee high, he barehands it. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th. Andre Ethier will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
First pitch coming. Adrian Gonzalez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Tony Campana will grab a bat now as he'll pinch hit for Hudson here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first down.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Gerardo Parra comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Martin Prado will step in. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Josh Collmenter will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the sixth. Number 93 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Well, he jolts this half inning to attention as the first pitch is hit into right field for a leadoff single.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Matt Kemp will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he steals second.
You know, when the pitcher slide steps, he's going to get the ball to the catcher even quicker, and the guy still stole that base. That was great.
No one out with a runner at second. 1-0 on the way. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Well, the stolen base pays off right here with a run. Now, maybe he scores from first on this ball anyway. I'm not sure. But he doesn't really have to worry about it, and he doesn't have to worry about a play at the plate either. He'll walk home on the RBI double.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on it.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Kemp will take the turn and head for home. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. And that's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
A.J. Ellis will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first offering. That tails back over, strike 1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. He's ready. Now the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Ready now on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, you know, he's starting to look a little bit frustrated out there. He's looking for the right formula, but he hasn't been able to find it.
Here it comes, 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
And this will be fouled away. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Ready with another 2-2. Runner's on his way to third. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw to first by Hill, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's set, now the pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0. Clayton Kershaw will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. Now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Up with it now is Pennington. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well, this ball's hit pretty sharply here towards the hole, but then you see he's able to backhand this thing and then use that cannon he's got to fire it across the diamond and get his man.
Here's Carl Crawford now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
At the plate is Andre Ethier, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. He waits, now the pitch. And there goes Crawford. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a snap throw to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. 4 runs here in this half inning. Comes set, now the pitch. He'll try it again from first. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Paul Goldschmidt is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. A ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Here's another 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
After that 4-run inning really broke this thing open, now as a pitcher you have a luxury of going right after guys. You don't have to worry so much about making that perfect pitch. If you give up a hit, big deal. You got a cushion behind you.
Mark Trumbo is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Aaron Hill will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. There to take it is Ramirez. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. David Hernandez. come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Opposite field to left. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first, Gonzalez on his way to second now. And he's kicked off the home seventh with a leadoff double.
Well, it's never an easy task to have to start an inning by going through the 3, 4, 5 guys. And obviously, no exception here because he drills this ball, and he's going to wind up at second with a leadoff double.
In now, number 93, as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this is taken in out there in foul territory with the runner tagging from second. And he's safe.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with one away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Hara to make the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly. The way their starter's throwing, he may not even need it. But I bet he'll be grateful for that extra cushion, no doubt.
Hanley Ramirez will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Now the pitch. Here's a hard hit ball caught at first by Goldschmidt. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. A.J. Pollard stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake.
Sorry, but that ball's well hit into the gap in left center field, and this looks to be good for extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Cliff Pennington will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. A runner at second, nobody out. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. So the Dodgers trying to close this one out in front of the home crowd here at Dodger Stadium as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7+. Tuffy Gozowicz is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Fouled back. Now another 0-2. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Wow, we have seen a very liberal strike zone at times so far in this game. You figure on 0-2, he's going to try to waste one. Is this pitch in the strike zone? It doesn't really look like it to me, but it's not my vote that matters.
Didi Gregorius will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Comes set, now the pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Gerardo Parra is at the plate as he watches ball one. That misses 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2-1. That's hard hit back up the middle. A diving effort there by Ramirez, but he can't quite get there. It's a base hit. Martin Prado will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Fouled straight back. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a liner, but foul. 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Hit high and deep out to left field. Gone! A mistake on 0-2 gets punished, and it's a home run. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Grounded to third. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Diamondbacks 4. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A.J. Ellis is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. Pollock has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Justin Turner will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. First offering on the way. And this is on the ground to third. Up with it now is Prado. Throw gets him. 2 down.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and hit 2 outs on 3 pitches.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 home. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Brian Wilson will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th. Mark Trumbo will start things off here in the 9th. No sign of the closer just yet here in a 4-run ball game.
Yeah, I think they'd love to get him a day off here, so they're going to hope that his services aren't required to finish this one off.
Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Crawford is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. And a reminder, we'll look back over the key plays of the ballgame with post-game highlights immediately after we conclude matters here in L.A. First pitch coming from Wilson. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here it comes. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Now here's the pitch. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have finished off a 3-game sweep here on home soil as this one is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
And guys, a Dodger victory may not have been possible here without the start turned in by this man, Clayton Kershaw. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 8-4. So long from Southern California.
Left 4 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 4 runs on 6 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Clayton Kershaw, his 18th win of the season. Toss goes to Daniel Hudson. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. A reminder that post-game bus service on Metro bus routes 2, 3, and 4 is available at the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Elysian Park Avenue.